Hello card collectors! Today on Jay's Cards we're comparing the 2002 Upper Deck Vintage set with the 1971 Topps set, and we're asking ourselves, is this a case of paying homage or plain old-fashioned ripoff? Let's first compare base cards. Well, both of them have the same case lettering. Capital letters for the team names, and lowercase letters for the players' names and the players' positions. Both use 3 colors in the lettering. Definitely a nice feature on both of them, but it's definitely a similarity. Both use geometric shapes to separate the player's name and the player's position. There's a difference here. On the Upper Deck card, there's no Facsimile Autograph, whereas the Vintage, the true Vintage, does have one. It's a nice touch I've always liked. Let's turn them over. Now I turn them over in the same way, and whoop, they come over differently. So let's turn around the 1971 Topps. Right off the bat, we can see they both use a portrait box in the top left corner, and the portrait boxes both use concave borders. The stat lines on both cards, they look very similar. Same style, same placement, but they are a little bit different in terms of what stats they measure. The bio box in the top right corner both look the same to me in terms of the style, in terms of the type of information they give. Okay, let's take these away, and let's take out some different cards. Now we're looking at the rookie star cards for both sets. Well, both of them have 2 rookies, which is not all that uncommon for this kind of card. Both have yellow backgrounds for the players' names and the players' positions. There's a very noticeable difference here. They both use different fonts, which is definitely a good thing. Let's turn them over. They both have the same arrangement of the bio and stat lines, where we see the name, the player's name, some vital stats there, a little blurb, and then their batting records. A difference here is the Upper Deck card has a team logo on the top of it. I've always thought this is a nice touch for a card to have. They have different formatting. The Upper Deck card has a vertical formatting, whereas the Topps card has a horizontal formatting. Let's look at some leader cards. Well, they have the top 3 leaders as a similarity. The leader has a larger picture than the 2 runners-up. I'm guessing it's designed to emphasize the leader. We turn them over, and they're very different. The first one is the number of leaders. The Upper Deck card has the top 10 leaders, and the 1971 Topps set has the top 50 leaders. The American League logo is in the Upper Deck card, and there's no logo for the Topps card. Definitely a difference. Let's compare the team cards and the checklists. And I'm surprised, I see no similarities. The Upper Deck Vintage just lists the team's players and their numbers, while the 1971 Topps checklist lists all the cards in their numeric order. And the 1971 Topps team cards just lists the all-time leaders of that team. And the last thing to talk about for these two sets inserts. In 1971, packs didn't have inserts. 2002, they did. So, tell me, what do you think? Is this homage or just plain old rip-off? Please leave your comments below. Thanks.